What's going on, Pathways Church? I'm Jake Collins, your middle school pastor, and I'm excited to join you this week on Daily Dose. This week, we're looking at some of the most quoted verses in the Bible. You might have even found yourself quoting one of these without even thinking about it. Hopefully, these devotionals will give you a fresh, renewed perspective on these. Memorizing and quoting scriptures are fantastic practices, but it's also important to think about the context. Have you ever had a strong sense of confidence in God's purpose? We talk a lot about seasons of uncertainty, but what about the seasons of confidence? What about those moments where you can say, God, I see why you brought me here, or God, I see what you are preparing me for? I think about it when Maria prays in The Sound of Music. She has confidence that God has brought her to the Von Trapp family to prepare the children for a new mother. And she's right, at least partially. In these moments, we might say that God has prepared us for such a time as this. This idea comes from the book of Esther. In chapter 4, verse 14, we read, "For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this." These words come from Mordecai, Esther's cousin and guardian, and they come right before her opportunity to make a bold move on behalf of her people. She has quickly and unexpectedly ascended to a role of royalty in Persia, and she is now the only one who might be able to get the king to spare the Jewish people. First of all, this is a huge moment in the history of Israel. You might have heard that God is never directly mentioned in the book of Esther, but he is certainly at work in this moment. God is once again holding to his promises, but he is doing so in an unexpected way. Notice also that these words come from Mordecai, not from Esther herself. He is helping her to see something that she doesn't necessarily see in herself, at least not fully. Also notice that these words are phrased as a question. We could read this as uncertainty, but perhaps it's better to read it as a challenge. It's Mordecai's way of saying, but what if? Did you know that the word confidence breaks down to with faith or confide? We will probably never find ourselves in situations as game-changing, even history-changing as Esther, but we serve the same God, and he is our source of strength, peace, and purpose. You'd have to agree, let's find confidence in he. That's all for today. Join me back here tomorrow on Daily Dose.